All right, first pitch coming up. And today's starter, Christopher Sanchez.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. One up, one down. And now it's going to be Connor
Third
Norby.
baseman, Connor Norby.
First pitch, not close. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
1-1.
One out, base is empty. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string of the changeup.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And a foul ball. Two outs, base is empty. That one the other way, brings it in for the third out. This is Bryson Stott. And that one way outside. 1-0. Just missed. And that one moves his feet. And a 3-1 on the way. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now, this is a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on. Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Just missed. High fly ball down the left field line. That's going back. Back some more. And it's gone. And they grab the lead. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
Here's Harper now. And that drops in for a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. This one in the air. Wagaman under this one. Makes the catch for the out. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And that drops in for a strike. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Still only one out here in the inning. That just misses, and that's ball one. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting fifth,
two down, base is empty. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. There's a strike.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
And that one is downstairs. And the count is 1-2. Stays alive. The pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. That one out to right. Konai puts it away, and that ends the inning. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. And it's all set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Eric Wagaman. Lifted in the air, right center field. Kepler has this one sized up, and it's caught for the out. Stepping in, Kyle Stowers. They say when. Stowers measures 6 feet 2 inches, hitting 5th in today's lineup. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH treatment. One down, base is empty.
Well, a nice day off for him, not having to jog out to the outfield. Gets to be in the DH spot. Be curious to see how he keeps himself in a rhythm, not playing defense.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. That's to third. Boom. On to first, and that'll do it. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now batting Max Kepler. And first offering is fouled off. And strike 2. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
JT Realmuto in the box now. No balls and a strike. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them. No, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Alec Bohm stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a foul straight back. Two down, nobody on. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Phillies down in order, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Back here in Philadelphia, new inning getting started. And now the right fielder, Griffin Konai.
You know, these Marlins definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a ball popped in the air. It's going to fall for a hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. And here's the catcher, Rob Brantley. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
And that one fouled off. Runners on the corners. No outs.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
1 ball.
In the dirt. Sanoja up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher.
Line drive, that's a base hit. One runs in. Throw comes into second. Caught in a rundown now. Now he can't get back to the bag. Oh, no. A huge base running mistake there. On the ground to third. Boom. Throw to first in time.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
And foul ball. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's inside. This one in the air, center field. Rojas should have this one. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. As we go to the last of the third, and digging in for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. Cabrera ready to fire now.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
2-2 now.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
That one misses, and it's 3-0. Tied up here in the early going. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Ball 4, tried another curve, but couldn't locate it.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Turner batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Runner takes off. Ball outside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Fought off foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Just missed his spot on the inside right
Now
there.
batting,
Here comes Bryce Harper.
Harper.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Now the Marlins manager. So they turn to their closer, Anthony Bender. He's been so good against lefties.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Now 1-1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Stop. The runner at third. Turner over at second. Harper over at first. So 1 away. That one carrying. Squeezes it. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 3-2.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job driving that run from third.
That's to third. throws to first in time. And Castellanos. Back here in Philadelphia, here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. Sanchez back to work. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
And that one is lifted in the air. Kepler going back on this one. One down. Eric Wagaman, the next up for the Marlins. Flied to right his first time. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Ground ball to Bohm. Bohm throws on to first. That's it out. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Chopped to the right side. Harper. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Max Kepler at the plate. In the air, left field. Sanoha grabs it on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch. Puga, never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And there's 2 away. And now it's Alec Bohm. That's a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it.
Count.
He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he back at Citizens Bank Park. Here's the center fielder, Dane Myers. And a ground ball to first, and it goes just foul. Myers in his second season, 29 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2017. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
We'll take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Swings through that.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Here's the left fielder, Javier Sanoha. Foul ball there. The Phils up by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fly ball down the line. Kepler drops into the glove, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Phillies, Johan Rojas. Chop to third. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Stop. In the box again. Takes a strike. Grounder might be 2. Whips it across, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
0-1.
Man at second. Just
Outside,
off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down.
Here comes the manager. The pitcher on here, Jesus Tinoco.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
In the air, out towards right center. And that is that. Nice work from the... And we're back. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Rob Brantley. And ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes. That's a ball.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
Out to center, Rojas. Under it, brings it in. And a quick out, number 1. So digging in, Xavier Edwards. 0 for 2 in this one. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1. Swing and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Next to hit, Connor Norby. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Line, and that's a base hit. Runner holds at third, respecting the big arm at center field. And the Phillies
Number 33.
And up next for Miami, Eric Wagaman. Golden opportunity right here.
Carlos Hernandez.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swung on, belted, back there. 1 runs in, and it's off the wall. Now a second crosses the plate.
It's a clutch at bat and could be one of the biggest ones of the game as they jump ahead by 1. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Rojas makes the catch. Both runners tagging. The throw's offline. He's safe. And they lead by 2. And at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Slice to right, and it stays fair. In comes the runner from third, and they lead by 3.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
And now Griffin Conant. That one pulled foul. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. That's strike 2. That's down and in. A slider missed. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Rojas makes the catch, And that is that. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and leave 1. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Marlins 6 and the Phillies 3. Bottom of the 6th inning. Stepping in the long ball threat, Kyle Schwarber. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. He circles the bases. It's 6-4. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Late with the swing there.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. In the air, right field, and that's a foul ball. Got it. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Max Kepler. Check swing, no appeal, and it's 1-0. That one missing inside. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
The changeup missing. 1-1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Runner around third. He'll score.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. And he grounds one to the right side. In plenty of time to first. That ends the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Matt Strong.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Slow roller up the middle. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out.
I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
And that is out of play.
Strom has a pretty cool hobby. Collects baseball cards of players who hit home runs off of them. I love the reason he does it. He tells people, if you hit a home run against me, you're good enough to collect.
This to center field. Rojas on the move. Hauls it in after a long run. And there's 2 down. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 3. They say you win. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one inside. Look out. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning going. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Center field. Rojas snags it, and that is that. Bottom of the 7th, and here's the Phillies leadoff man, Bryson Stott. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And a swing and a miss there.
0-2 is the count.
On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Turner in the box now. Takes strike 1. Right side, hard hit. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And a foul ball. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That one not close. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Orion Kirkery.
Orion Kirkery.
And there's a foul ball. Kirkering in his 2nd season, 23 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2022. Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And here's the first baseman, Eric Wagaman. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
0-1.
Just missed. Activity in the bullpen. Tanner Banks appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Ross, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and that'll get down for a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Now it's the DH, Kyle Stowers. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. Fouled off left side. First and second, no outs, and we're in the top of the 8th. Hit hard, base hit. They hold him at 3rd base, and now the bases are loaded.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. Now the bases loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Myers swings through it for strike 1. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. Huge strikeout there. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, and look for a ground ball and roll it up, get a big double play, get out of this inning. I tell you what, that was a big strikeout in a spot where they really needed one.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. Now the left fielder, Javier Sanoja. Outside.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Love how the guy out there in the mound did not panic after loading the bases, went right to work, got 2 quick outs, and he's got to bear down just to get one more and get out of this inning.
And fouled off. Fans Swings another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So they get bottom of the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Looking to get the tying run on base. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Good eye right there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And the next pitch is way outside. Just missed.
Ball 2.
Tap foul at the plate. 1 down. Phillies down a run. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that quickly 2 away.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Kepler in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Pulls that one foul.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Make it 4. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tanner Banks.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Jose Ruiz appears to be getting loose. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he just threw that fastball by and elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And that's outside. Tap to first. Harper takes it himself, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. So up next, Xavier Edwards. Fly ball to right. Kepler under it. 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. And now for the Marlins, Connor Norby. Ground ball right side. Sends it to first. And the inning is over. No runs. Back here in Philadelphia, leading off, JT Realmuto. First pitch misses. Late swing, fouled off. 1-run game, bottom 9. And a count 1-2. Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And it remains 2-2. Good eye in that spot.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Really good battle right there. That final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Boom. Stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And another ball.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Max Meyer comes on now.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Swing and a miss. Now 2-1.
1 strike.
Lifted in the air, right field. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. So it's their last chance in this one. And now for the Phillies, Johan Rojas. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. That's off the inside corner. And 1-1. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw to first is in time, and that'll do it. The Marlins hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
I spoke freely when the people beat up the block.